Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Louise here, Green ZB Running. Today we need to pick up some mulch. I'm going to go over to my city's local mulch dump, I guess. They have all the city trucks and whatnot. When they shred the trees and whatnot, they throw them to the slot. It's literally like a 5-10 minute drive for me round trip. I think the longest thing that it's gonna take is for me to actually fill up all the containers. So I did this last year when I first started the garden. Took a lot of trips, but I got the full garden mulched, you know, the walkways and whatnot, not inside the beds. I did that too, but with different mulch. For this mulch, this is only for walkways. But let me show you what I got going on. Alright, so we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 buckets, and I have a shovel over in the corner. So the idea is I'm going to fill these up, bring them in. I'm gonna stop. I gotta grab the bag for I'm gonna stop by the community garden. This video though is I think really just gonna be about picking up mulch. So I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna pick up the mulch, put it in here, bring it back, dump it out. But in between that, I'm gonna stop at the community garden. I might do an update video on that at the same time concurrently, so that'll be fun trying to edit this and trying to figure out what video or which clip is for what. Anyway, I'm gonna close this up. I'm gonna drive over to, I gotta finish loading this up because I need one more container, one more bin, or my bag rather, with all the gardening stuff for the community garden. I think I'm really only going to grab just the water nozzle, because I don't really expect to be doing much work at the garden today, other than just watering, just to make sure, because I watered 2 days ago on Saturday. Today's Monday, so I'm gonna go ahead and water in, and then that way I shouldn't have to go back for at least in a couple more days, because everything there is mulched, but I do want to water. All right, let's go. Alright, so that is it. We got all these guys loaded from over here. When I drove by a few days ago, there was like mountains and mountains of this stuff, but it looks like they flattened it out just for liability purposes. They don't want people getting hurt. So I started with my shovel, and I don't know if you're gonna be able to tell in that time lapse, random dude came up and asked me if I want to use a pitchfork. He said he found it here. He says, you know, take it, use it, leave it, whatever. So I ended up tossing it behind over that pile. So I basically just dug in with the pitchfork because you saw my shovel wasn't doing much. So I'm gonna do is I'm leaving the pitchfork here. I'm gonna go drop this off. If I'm up for it, I'm gonna come back with my own pitchfork, so I can leave that one here, and then keep doing it. Do probably another load or two, depending on where that second one puts me at, because this one might only do like a third of the garden, I'm guessing, if even that. So I'm already sweating, unless it's just bugs crawling all over me. Anyway, I'm gonna go ahead and go home, drop these off, put these in the garden. I'll show you that. But this is a free lot for anybody in the city of Long Beach. There's no locks. Of course, they probably don't want you here before dark, or before light and after dark, but it's all free mulch. The stuff is actually really hot in the bottom, so you just got to be careful with that. So I would not put this into a bed at all. I'm just going to use this as ground cover. Not only that, these are trees that the city has, I don't know if it's just from the city or if it's also from just any tree trimming companies. They basically trim the trees back for whatever reason, so you don't know what kind of trees these are, you don't know what kind of diseases the trees might have had. And I used this last year, and you know, knock on wood, literally, I didn't have any issues with it, and so I'm just gonna, it's time to redo it. And then yeah, this is tree trimming time of year, I guess, here, especially with this weather, as cold as it's been. Anyway, I'm gonna head out, and I'm gonna see you guys when I get home and start dumping this stuff out into the garden. So we got it in. Now I'm gonna put you guys down. I'm gonna spread it out as far as it'll go. I'm thinking it's only gonna go up to that bag, that container. So yeah, this is probably gonna be about a third because I'm gonna fill in all the gaps over here. And I'm just gonna put it on top of the weeds. I'm not even gonna bother. I'm just gonna put it on top. Originally when I did this the same way, although I think it depends on the time of year as to how good or how bad of quality the wood chips are. These I feel a little thicker, and these actually are more like actual wood chips. The other ones, they were good, they were okay, they did their job, but I think these are actually going to be better. Anyway, I'm going to set you guys up, but I'll go ahead and do this, and I might actually do another one, which will probably take me from here to that raised bed or that container down there. So I may do another run. Alright, so it didn't take long. It took like 5 minutes to actually just spread it because I wanted it on there thick. So I figured it would get me to that one there, and that's basically what it did. So, I mean, this just looks so damn gorgeous. Oh yeah, it's like a good 2 inches. That gives me the motivation to get my happy butt back there. And just guesstimating as to how long those 7 of them went at that thickness. One, probably here. Just guesstimating. So basically from here to where you see it up there. Yeah, I'll probably just... I don't want to have to mow that down, but I may have to. Let me see if I can find some cardboard. But that is just freaking gorgeous. So that right there gives me motivation just to get off my butt and go back up there and get at least one more load. So by my calculations, where I'm standing, it'll give me 2. Ooh, zoom out some more. So it'll be here. So it would be basically where my foot is there. And so that may be one more, possibly 2. So we're looking between 3 and 4 trips. I don't know that I want to mulch over in the corner. I might, that way it's all cohesive. But I am gonna try and get at least more of that grass out from there. But I'm definitely going back and at least getting this right here to fill this in. I'm off today, so I figure I should at least get as much done as I can, obviously without trying to overexert myself. This will be my gym workout for today. So I've already got the things loaded up in the car, the bins. Alright, that is load number 2. So the first one got us up to there. Jesus. And so then the second one brought us back to here, which is what I kind of guesstimated, just because we have the big bags on the sides. And so it's not as wide. It's a little more narrow, although over here it's fully wide all the way, because this one it's still about the same actually. This one's a tiny bit, so it's actually a little wider I think here. But anyway, that brought us to the where I kind of expected it to. So just by looking at this, I think one more is going to fill all this in, and part of this to maybe here, so all the green that you see in here. And I know that if I grab a third one, actually a fourth one, it will definitely be enough for that. So I definitely want to get at least this. I will probably grab a fourth just to finish off on the other side of the bed over here. So this would all be covered by the third, possibly a section here. And then I might just do, depending on how bad or how much that third one fills this up. I might grab a fourth. Let me see how this. What about just over here, over 100. Anyway, just a quick peek into the compost bin there. I will definitely move these out of the way, and I'm probably just gonna drop on top of this, because that's what I did over here. I pulled out what I could, just to kind of get some of it out of the way. But overall, I am very happy how this is turning out. I definitely wanted to do a second, just because that first one gave me that, like, hey, this looks badass. Let's just get this crap done. And so now, the second one is giving me more energy and more push to just finish the damn thing out. I may as well. So 3, maybe 3.5. I would probably do 4 if I end up with extra. I can always just pile it on more. And I may just end up piling it all here just because the grass is higher here. It was kind of bad here, but not terrible. And no, I didn't put that in any cardboard, but I feel like this one is going down thicker than when I did last year, and that was about a year ago, actually, because I did that in probably right around the same time frame, actually, because the garden went in May? No, that was May of 21. Holy crap, so that was 2 years ago. Or no, maybe June or July of 21. I have to go back and check. If I find it, then I'll put a thing here. Some text. Anyway, looking fantastic. Yeah. Let's go get possibly the last round, but maybe the second of the last round. Because I definitely want to get this stuff done today. It looks amazing already. So let's go. Alright. So that is number 3. So we stopped here the last time. So we did all this all the way to almost the back. Cleaned out some grass clippings here. So I think one more is going to finish off that. And possibly part of this. Or I may just do it in the back. I don't know yet. So I think one more. So 4. I don't want to push it to 5. That might be too much. But again, I can always just dump it on the rest of this. But this looks freaking amazing. I'll give you guys a full shot at the end of it when I'm completely done. This is not what I was expecting to do today, but it needed to be done. Alright, let's go. Alright, so here I am at the other end of the garden with the bananas. The only thing I didn't mulch is that area over there, because that's where the compost is, and I didn't want to get that all mixed up in there. But everything is mulched. I love my raised beds. It makes it so much easier in containers. It makes it so much easier to keep the pathways mulch. I got stuff all the way down in here. The only issue I have is this whole section. I haven't used the sub pod mini in a while, so I may clean that up. But overall, I'm very happy. This looks freaking amazing. It only took 4 loads. That's 7 bins each in my car. And 4 trips. I've done it before. I did it 2 years ago. I realized earlier today as I was doing this. It's been 2 years because that's when I started this garden. I planted everything up, mulched it all out, and so the mulch lasting 2 years is actually pretty damn good. Now, considering the fact that I don't think I did it this heavy and this like deep the last time, gives me hope that I can get another 2 or 3 years out of it this way. In another 2 or 3 years, we'll do a whole nother 4 rounds of mulch, and we're back to this beauty. So, I am exhausted. I've worked in both gardens today, although the one this morning was at the community garden plot. I really just watered. This we pulled all the onions out. This we seeded with some old pea shoot seeds I had, along with a separate container. That way I have stuff growing in them. But I think that's it. I think I only have 1 potato pot left. yeah, everything else. So that's the last potato container. That one over there is a pepper. But I like the nice clean look that the mulch gives everything. And I'm glad I don't have to see the grass or deal with the grass. The mulch here and the mulch there kind of looks the same, but you know what? It's fine. I'm not worried about it. I'd rather be that way than, you know, grass that's like 10 feet tall. So, that is going to do it for this video. This was mulching. So, we're going to sign off here. Alright guys, that is it. It's a 4 trips over to Willow Springs Park. I'm going to leave the address down below, and if I find it, I'll find the link on the City of Long Beach website to give you the details on it. But basically you can just go over there anytime, load up as however mulch you have. I've seen people that were trucks, landscaping trucks, yada yada yada, picking the stuff up and taking it away. I did 3 runs. I went to have some lunch. When I came back, they had dumped another load of fresh wood chips, and so that's basically what that last load was. Everything behind me, I don't know how well you can see it, all of that back there is from the latest fresh stuff. It was all hot, it was all steaming. I might water these guys down just so they settle better, but I might just leave it alone. Anyway, go ahead and hit the subscribe button, go ahead and hit that bell notification, and go ahead and hit that thumbs up. If you have any questions, comments, concerns, leave them in the comments below. This mulch is great for pathways. It's lasted me about 2 years the last time I did this, and like I said a minute ago, I don't know that I put it on this thick the last time, so this might last me longer. I will only use this stuff for the pathways, for the stuff in the beds. I have other stuff that I use just because the stuff that I buy for inside the beds, because I'm growing stuff in it, I know that it's going to be clean and it's going to be good for that. This stuff is just tree trimmings from the city, so I don't know if it's diseased, if it's not diseased, what kind of tree it is, yada yada yada. So it's good enough for compost, or not compost. It'll probably compost in place, which is what it basically did the last time. We softened up the soil, and the soil is better now down there because of it. But I don't know if I'd grow anything in it. I might grow like something non-edible. I might drop some sunflower seeds or something in there. But I don't know that I actually grow in it. But that's why I love having the raised beds. So anyway, I will catch you guys on the next one. Peace.